as the Giants get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And his first look is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 37.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already, the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
We always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 7-7, our score after one. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Steps away to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Jackson being chased out left. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Jones.
That's complete to Tony. 7 yards, the pickup there.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Throwing Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Saquon Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
They'll roll him out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Now it's Jackson.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw again is Jackson.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Jones to Barkley on the check down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
133 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Jones on 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dumped out a wicked stiff arm.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coach...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Fighting through it, he's got space.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man right side is Ingram. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Barkley. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ross. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.